thing that you chose Kendrick for the Super Bowl. It's like, oh man, he's choosing the side and he's putting, and he's not.
Like I don't have, what do I have to do with that? I chose the guy that was having a monster year. I think it was the right choice.
Word.
It wasn't in some sort of alliance to a battle. I don't.
Yeah.
What I care about them two guys battling, like, what's that got to do with me?
Word.
Have at it. Have fun. Almost like, not just me, by the way. They drag everybody in it. Like, everyone's part of this conspiracy to undermine Drake, I guess. But like, what the like, what? I'm easy. or do respect to him. Oh, do respectfully.
Word.
Like, for what? To what end?
Yeah.
It couldn't be that these guys just don't like each other.
Yeah.
And I think they haven't liked each other for a long time.
Before you had anything to do with it.
For a while.
Yeah.
I think this has been brewing, just like me and Nas was brewing.
Yeah.
It didn't happen at the Summer Jam. That happened, the Lex and TV sets, the minimum, whatever. It was a whole bunch of stuff leading up to that point.
Myth Bleak, what is the Myth Bleak slugs in your hat, right?
It was slugs in your hat. It was a bunch of like little things that led up to that point. And then when it happened, I actually regret that, because I really like Nas. He's a really nice guy.
But also to your point, like I remember I was like 10 or 11 when that happened. I was like,
pick a side.
Well, I was on your side.
Yeah, I could clearly.
But my position was, I can't go out and buy Stillmatic or ask my parents to buy Stillmatic.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna borrow it and burn it because I can't deny one mic, you know?
Like, I want to hear it.
Yeah.
But I ain't supporting it. And the last pillar is battling. We love the excitement, and I love the sparring and the music you get. Mm-hmm. But in this day and age, it's so much negative stuff that comes with it that you almost wish it didn't happen.
Really?
Yeah, because it's almost like it's a final thing. Now, people that like Kendrick hate Drake.
Yeah.
No matter what he makes, no matter what he says, and it goes far too. It's like attack on his character and his thing, and it's like, I don't know if I love that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's helpful to our growth. Where the fallout lands, especially on, like, you know, on social media, which takes place every day.
Yeah.
And now you have these pods of cult.
The Stan armies fighting.
Yeah, and it's like, it's too far.
Yeah.
It's like bringing kids in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't like that. You know, maybe I've grown in a space that is probably, you know, I sound like the old guy wagging the finger. But I think we can achieve the same thing as far as like sparring with music, with collaborations more so than breaking the whole thing apart.
Yeah.
It could stand it before because there was no social media and there was no thing, and you know, you had the battle and it was fun and then you moved on.
Right.
Right now, I don't know if it could stand it with the technology that we have.
Because it takes up so much oxygen.
It takes up so much oxygen.
Yeah.
And now it's just like every day they're just trying
they're
to
still talking about it.
It's not just talking about it. Not like, yo, this song, I like this.
Yeah.
No, it's like trying to tear down the people's life.
Yeah.
It's like trying to, you know, wreck this guy's marriage or this guy's relationship with his child. And it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's worth it at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's interesting.
Again, I love the idea that we got so much music in such a short period of time.
Great music.
Just everything around it was just like, man, it's like taking us a couple steps back.
Yeah.
And we just grown so much that I don't know if, I guess I'm gonna say it, I don't know if battling needs to be part of the culture anymore.
Interesting.
I hate that I have this point of view. I do, because I know what it sounds like. I know what it feels like. I hate it. It's just how I feel about it.
Hold up. This interview actually took place back in January, and now it's finally dropping through GQ, where Jay-Z sat down for a full conversation that's just now hitting the public, and the timing feels strategic. Because let's be real, it kind of feels like Jay might be gearing up for an album rollout. I mean, we already saw announcements about summer shows in New York, so something is definitely in motion. And in this interview, he addressed a few things directly. He also touched on other topics. Now, I haven't watched the entire thing yet, but one part that stood out was the whole Drake versus Kendrick Lamar feud conversation. Like, was he picking sides or not? And his answer? Straight business. He basically said, I went with the one who had the biggest year and made it clear it had nothing to do with personal feelings. Even Jay admitted it sounds a little wild coming from him, especially considering his history with battles and how he views rap beefs today compared to back then. And if we're being honest, he knows it sounds even crazier because he put Kendrick Lamar on that stage from a business standpoint, which, let's not forget, was tied to one of the biggest records during that whole moment. So yeah, for him to now say it was just business definitely raises eyebrows. But what he's really pointing at is something bigger. It's about how social media works today. Because during that entire Drake versus Kendrick situation, and even now, there's always a narrative being pushed online, and it's coming from everywhere. Not just fans, not just casual listeners. We're talking brands too. No matter how you break it down, everybody is trying to move something, whether it's music, image, or influence. Fans push their favorites heavily, but let's not act like the artists and their teams aren't doing the same thing behind the scenes. And this isn't just about Drake or Kendrick. This is the entire hip-hop industry at the label level. Labels, marketing teams, people working under those umbrellas, they play a role in shaping narratives, sometimes even feeding stories directly into blogs. And I get what Jay was saying when he compared it to the past. Back then, lines got crossed all the time, but eventually people moved on because there was no social media keeping everything alive forever. Nobody was digging into personal lives like that. Nobody was building long-running conspiracy threads. Now, that stuff sticks, it lingers, and it grows, to the point where it feels like you can't even have a simple opinion anymore.
Like, seriously, if you say you like one song, suddenly you're picking a side. If you rock with another, now you're labeled a hater. And it's like, wait, what? Can't I just enjoy music anymore? That's how crazy it's gotten. And I specifically remember when the Jay-Z versus Nas feud was going down. I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely rocking with Ether when that dropped, but that never stopped me from still playing Jay-Z or anybody else I liked in the game. Like, I could easily say, yeah, I like this one more, or nah, that one hit harder. I might even say one artist clearly won the battle, but guess what? I'm still listening to both. Whoever my favorite artist is, that doesn't change overnight. I'm tapped into music from everywhere, not just one lane. I'm not about to sit here like, oh, I gotta pick a side now, or move like, well, this artist is cool with that artist, so I can't listen to the other side. Nah, I'm just a fan of good music at the end of the day. And now it's like the second you give an honest opinion, people box you in. Oh, you already chose a side. And let's be real, some artists actually feed into that energy too. They lean into it. They encourage that divide. And honestly, that's why this whole Drake versus Kendrick Lamar feud still feels active even right now, because the conversation never stopped. And if we're being real, Drake stretched it out even more with that lawsuit, instead of just taking the loss and moving forward. Sometimes it really is as simple as you win some, you lose some. He stepped into the ring, and this time he took the L. But instead of leaving it there, people keep pushing conspiracy theories, like there's some deeper hidden play behind everything. Meanwhile, Jay is basically like, I'm Jay-Z, I don't have time for all that. He's moving like someone who's already solidified, a top-tier figure in the game, not caught up in internet debates. So when he backed Kendrick Lamar, he made it clear that was business. And like I've been saying, at that level, it always comes down to money. When you're operating under Roc Nation, decisions aren't emotional, they're strategic. They sit down as a team and ask simple questions. Who's streaming the most right now? Who's grabbing attention? Who's going to deliver the best performance? That's it. It's not as deep as people want to make it. But the internet, they turn it into something bigger every time. Like there has to be some hidden agenda, when in reality, it's a whole group of executives making calculated calls. Nothing personal about it.
And let's flip the scenario for a second. If Drake had won that battle and dropped a massive record like Not Like Us, you really think Jay wouldn't have backed him? Come on now. He would have been right there supporting that moment too. I'm just keeping it real. And I already know some of y'all are gonna say I'm biased or riding for Roc Nation, but that's the problem now. You can't even give an honest take without people assuming there's money behind it, like somebody cut a check or something. Nobody's paying me to say this. I've never even been in the same room as Jay-Z, never had a conversation with him, no ties to the industry at that level whatsoever. But hey, believe what you want. Now, I want to hear from y'all. What do you think about Jay finally speaking on this? Stay locked in, we've got more coming.